Greetings, hello once more. This is the Timix, and welcome back to Let's Play Getting Over It with Bennett Foddy. It's time for me to once again try to see if I can get back to Orange Hell or beyond, or will I continue to be stuck on the steps and some of the earlier parts. Hopefully not. Well, that's not a bad start. Up the wall almost immediately. Anyway, I've been spending enough time on the steps that it's getting rather tedious. You know, at a certain point you just want to move on to the next part, but apparently my skill level not quite there. Was a little off in the last session, so I'm hoping I'm going to have a little bit more rhythm, and it's starting out pretty well today, but these things come and go. Still, I am hopeful. Oh yes, hook the side of the building, throw yourself back down, but I'm just going to go right back up this wall, right? Right back up, like it wasn't even there. I guess I actually am. Very interesting. That had become fairly simple for me, but usually not this easy. Clank. As I swing over. Okay, let's go with not slamming ourselves off the, there we go. That's a little better. No. Should be able to pull myself up there still, even though that wasn't. No, that was almost yucky. Ugh. Okay. Still feeling pretty good about my early sort of attempts here, but need to focus in and make something out of it. A little bit too much on that one. Oh, just caught it with the tip of the hammer. It is indeed sometimes that fraction of an inch between success and miserable failure. Definitely like the first one of those better than the second. Okay, moving on. Oh, if I'd have gotten a bounce there, I would not have made it. Was confident about the fall until I actually did it. I need to angle more. I need the cauldron sitting more over closer to the right when I drop there. I think that's an issue for me that I've been not consistently getting right. But of course, this is the part that's going to make or break it. You know, handling these steps. I think I remember choking up a little bit, but not very much here. Okay. Alright, now that's a firmer grip. That's a firmer grip. So I'm going to try to pull up and around. No. Okay, well, I tried. I did not succeed. But hey, first try at the steps. For that, it was not terrible, all things considered. Didn't just smack myself off the bottom of the shelving or any such nonsense. No, 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 no. Let's not be doing that. Stop. Stop. There we go. I had the edge of it, and I could not get up there. Nope. Pushed myself off, grabbed the grill, and it did not hold. Oh, man. Oh, that sucks. Okay. Well, it's my first and hopefully rare abysmal failure there. Get to have some more practice. Hopefully finding a... Although my rhythm's pretty good, but finding a little bit better flow even as I make my way back up. Mostly, though, we just lost the time and the energy and the mental power that it's going to take to get back up. There isn't really a whole lot of positive to be taken from the fall itself. It's an interesting little position. I was in there a minute ago. I don't know that I've ever been hanging underneath that far under that beam. And that's definitely not what we want. Oh, bleh. Gotta remember that I have to push up close to the right side here because otherwise there's not room to swing the hammer around and grab the light. Yeah, like that. No. Oh, it just got stuck. Come on. Come on. There it is. Not the most graceful. But again, I've done it this way before. It's good enough to get the job completed, which ultimately, there it is all that really matters. No, don't do that. Get back up there. I was just repositioning my mouse so I had room for the jump. Yeah, no. I mean, that's good enough if you'll just stay there and do it at the right, yeah. Just got to jump at the right angle. Boy, that was a couple really bad attempts. Nope, not quite the right release point there. Oh, I was just trying to land back on it. Nope. So our my early, easy completions of this wall not being repeated here. Oh, goodness, I was there, just couldn't grab the edge. That was quite a jump. That ultimately got me nothing. Nope. Oh, yeah, I didn't swing. Another one of those where it's so easy to cut the arc of the hammer short. You're swinging up, and you don't swing it all the way around because you don't want to swing too hard. Then it flattens out, and you just push off the wall, and that didn't help either. So there it is. Controlled pace, swing all the way around with the hammer so that when it comes around, it comes down like so, not just sort of smashing into something. Of course, much, much easier said than done. But yeah, all in all, still a relatively routine process getting back up here. Really close to the edge there. I'm afraid I'm going to fall back off the wrong direction. Now we're moving along. Sort of. There we are. Onward. Please move onward. Yep, cut it short again, but it was good enough. It'd be nice if I could stop doing that in general, though. Okay, see if I can do what I was talking about earlier and hang a little bit further to the right. So instead of being like right here, it's too far away. Yeah, that helps a little bit, although you're also dropping from higher, so it's finding a balance there. Okay. Well, it took a little bit to get back, what with the fall and everything. But let's take another gander at our steps, another attempt, another try at this critical, and for me, quite difficult part. Oh, no, that was just, yeah, that... No words do justice to that. Oh, good. No, just barely held on and avoided tumbling again. Nope, don't. Grab the edge. Yeah, now swinging all the way around, so much better in general there, although I almost screwed it up anyway, but... My goodness. Oh, that was just hideous. Absolutely dumb. Yes, just fall back down, because that's what I wanted to do. Fall back down. Really? Really? Just like to say that was not at all the idea I was going for. Yeah, I'm definitely doing a lot more just flailing about than I wanted to at this stage. Let's get back in control of things, I hope. Didn't get a full swing around that time, but it was more than effective enough. Thing about right in the middle is about where I want to be. Yep. Because it gives you enough to reach over. So if you bounce that little bit, you're not going to lose completely. You land there and hit that thing. It's hard, but you just got to not do anything. So... Alright, let's see if I can pull myself up at all here. Okay, well, not what I intended, but that's just a reset. Set myself right back on here, try again. I'm getting afraid to swing myself too high, but I really want to. It's tough because I want to swing myself up with a certain amount of force, or I'm not going to get any height on the steps. Yeah, I'm just being too passive with it. So that's an 0 for 3 in getting to the steps. I think I need to be... Usually the solution is to, that I'm more comfortable with at least, is to be more cautious. But I don't think that's the case here. I'm actually being a little bit too cautious. No. Don't shove yourself off. Not yet. Not till you're ready. Ooh, that's precarious. Was still able to control it up there just long enough. And consistently getting back to this part is half the battle. Giving yourself lots of attempts. Of course, the other half is actually doing something with those attempts. Oh, no. Oh, nice to have the presence of mind to reach out for that, but my goodness. There it was again. And it's like, you're bobbing up in the air. So it's like, which thing do you do? And how do I get out of this? Because I can't jerk myself another way. Okay. Didn't think I was going to get my hammer back. No. Yeah, that's not going to work. But no, as you're bobbing up in the air on the steps there, it's like, which thing... You got to make that split-second decision now. Which is going to be better? Grabbing for the steps themselves, or are you just going to bounce off them? Do you grab to the left, as I've succeeded once there and failed the other time, and just sort of reset? It's... Really? Stop. Thank you. Um, okay. Just slip down. Yeah. Just like you drew it up, right? Planned every second of that. Of course I did. Wouldn't do it any other way if I had a choice. Gah. Yeah. I have a feeling I'm going to have to do this steps part roughly 20,000 times before I finally figure out, okay, this is how I want to do it. This is the timing. This is the speed. This is the... So many variables, and it's so easy to not grab a hold of the steps there because they're so small. Each, like, not the steps as a whole, but each step is so small. Getting a grip on them. No, 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 no. That's not it all the way. That was a really bad, like, scared, just cut off the circle totally as I was swinging my hammer up to that slide. I was not even close to doing that correctly. Why did I even try that? It's not my normal rhythm. It's not the way I normally do it. This part isn't that hard. It's like I'm trying to reinvent the wheel here. Totally unnecessary. Now that slide is just going to sit here and defeat me, and that's a pretty good sign that the rhythm not being strong with me at the moment. Close. Still around, but I'm definitely don't have a good vibe for my efforts right now. The amount of near disasters I am surviving here is not great. Because I'm not looking for near disasters. I'm looking for forward progress, if you please. Probably should have just kept swinging on up. Yeah, I've got to try that here. Okay. Just had way too much momentum that time. I'm having way too much problems with just getting back up on that slide. I mean, that's not something I should still be having issues with. Yeah, pushing off it again. Well, that was not the best, but it worked. Make sure I'm over here far enough. Ooh, had to literally like push myself off that thing behind me. Whatever, made it. This is like 5th attempt or something. At this stupid flight of steps. Oh boy, was that ever bad? And there's no question now. I'm getting worse at the steps. I felt like it wasn't that long ago that, like, the day that I got to the Orange Hell, I felt like I was close to figuring it out. And now, it's like it's actually worse than if I never tried them before. And some of these things can be that way because, like, you psych yourself out. And you reach a point where you're not even sure what to try. Because even the stuff that's worked before isn't working at the moment because you're not executing it properly. You're trying to find a new way. It just... Things can actually make themselves more challenging. At least practically speaking. Nice of the hammer to just stick there and not bounce or anything. So yeah, at least 6 attempts. It's, for the most part, I had one big fall and I've struggled with that slide, but for the most part I'm getting over here plenty. It's once again down to finding a way to getting past it. I think I need to try to propel myself up higher, which can be dangerous, but oh my goodness, I didn't want to push off the steps, so I was right up there in midair and I never got the hammer over. Which is, guaranteed fail, basically. Not basically, it is. You cannot hang on to the steps if your hammer never gets over to them. Okay, not at all planning on just doing a continuous swing all the way up there, but whatever. I'm taking it. Ooh. Close to just swinging all the way over it. Which may not have been that bad. Attempt number 7 here, I believe. I'd like to jump just like I did that last time. It was up in the right direction. It was reasonably high. I'd like to jump, well, not jump, but swing like that. And then, for goodness sakes, just grab the stupid slide, steps. Swing and grab, not jump and slide. But just jump and grab, swing and grab the stupid steps. I can't even say the right words while you're up there. Nope. Not the right direction. Reached out. Couldn't quite get there. Hideously bad. No. Okay. I'll take that as a save. No, don't do... No. Dumb. Dumber. Finding new ways to make the situation worse. Yes, indeed, that's methytimics on the case. Okay. Again, not at all the plan. But it can be useful to just sort of like, okay, I'm going that way now, and adjust in midair. Alright. Been a while since I hooked onto that beach ball. Just get over there. Oh, that was not the most outstanding attempt. And, you know, I'm finding... A while ago it was a slide. In the fall early. A while ago it was a slide. Now it's that transition down to the row of boxes below the shelves. But I'm finding these new and interesting things to all of a sudden not remember how to do or not be able to execute. And it's keeping me from going where I want to go. Yeah. Afraid to swing too hard so you don't really swing at all. Wow. Oh, am I playing with fire with that kind of thing. This is ridiculous. It's a stupid umbrella that I've gotten past probably 150 times. And I just keep... What are you doing? What are you doing? Just set down. Is it really that hard to set down? I can feel it settling into that point where, you know, it's just not going well, and I'm thinking, boy, is this ever going to, you know, should I call it early or whatever? And I'm fighting against it, because I always want to fight against it. I'm like, well, maybe I'll get a second win. Maybe I'll start. I mean, I'm better than this, I tell myself. I'm not, but I tell myself that. So it's just sort of like, what the heck was that? Everything but where I wanted to go and stay. And I had to grab a hold of it and, of course, then mess it up. But I tell myself, you know, I'm just not, like, I'm not gonna keep doing it this poorly. I'm gonna, you know, iron out the mistakes. I'm gonna figure this out. And sometimes that happens, but more often it's just like, no, you've lost your rhythm for things. And amazing how many times I do that sort of backwards swing over. And the typical pattern is just once I start to lose it, it's gone. You might as well mail it in. But I'm going to be stubborn. I will not relent. I will not give up, even if I should give up. Of course, I don't mean give up permanently, I just mean, you know, for the day. Okay. That was pretty smooth, actually. Banged off the shelf a bit, but it actually helped. Okay. Let's be sensible about. No, that's not. Yeah, that's not being sensible about it. I waited too long. I was about to make my move. I waited too long. What in the world was that? Whatever it was, most certainly did not work. Yep. Release point a little bit too early. Didn't get over where I needed to. Can I swing up and over? Apparently I can, just barely. No, don't go back down there. Ugh. Alright. I was right there. I just had to push the stupid hammer over. Well, I'm getting really good at vaulting off all this equipment and somehow grabbing the right thing to save myself from falling down further. What I'm not getting any good at is making any of that count for forward progress. Yeah, I don't blame you for grunting, Cauldron Dude. This is getting a little bit tiresome, is it not? Well, I thought I was going to fall off there, but I did not. So I will take it back over here. I just shoved myself off because I was trying to make sure I swung over, and I swung over too soon. So it's like you compensate for one mistake and you make an even worse mistake that dooms the effort. Yep. Just enough bounce to ensure that I did not, in fact, make it. No! No! That was almost terrible. It was terrible. It was almost disastrous. Shall we try again? Yes, indeed we shall. Yeah, I think maybe I was leaning a little bit. I'd overcompensated leaning a little bit too forward to the right. Or maybe I just had good timing that time. We shall see. Let's give this another whirl. No, my... Wow. Well, that was completely uncontrolled. It's like I'm so psyched out on those steps right now. Like, I completely don't even have... Like, whenever I let go of the box that I'm hanging from there, I am fully confident that it's going to be a disaster. I don't really even know for sure what I want to try to do. I just know I want to get up there and try to grab the steps, and I know that it's almost certainly not going to happen. It's like I don't have a quality plan. I don't know what a quality plan is for that sort of thing right now. So it almost feels like a predetermined failure. And one of the reasons it's so annoying is I know that, like, if I get past that, it is not hard to get back to Orange Hill. And that's a part where I've got some ideas for trial and error that seem good to me, having thought about it a little bit. But I can't do the trial and error until I get to there, and the steps is just... keeping me from getting there. I wish there was another way that I could even attempt this. I can't think of what it is. I can't think of any way that I'm going to get over to those steps without... I mean, I could sit up here. I mean, I can grab that, but I don't know if I can swing... I don't think I can swing myself over. I think I'm just going to fall. I don't think that's going to accomplish anything. So I don't see any way other than hanging. But what if I hung... What if I hung here? I'm trying to find a better way of getting a consistent release point. If I just swung out here like this. Yeah, I mean, it's... Okay, I got over there. But now what am I going to do now that I'm over there? Like, I've got a good secure point. But so what? Yeah, it just... That doesn't get me anything. I've got to get up higher. And so back we go. I mean, this is at least 10. This is at least 10 times at this. Oh my goodness. That was just... Yeah, that was just dumb and careless. Seems like these other parts, even when I don't do the swings well, like I'm able to find a way to learn how to... If I fly way over here, I'm like, okay, I know about when I've got to stick the hammer out. I'm going to try to grab those boxes down there. Like, at least there's a plan if I don't do it right. And it's over there by the steps. It's just... If I do it right, I have a chance. If I don't do it right, I'm going to fall. There's no backup thing. There's no, well, if I miss it this way or this way, I can still try plan B. I don't have anything like that. And I just feel like I need the velocity of this swing. Yeah, that's what happens when you release too late. Right there. I need a fast swing and then the correct, something remotely close to a correct release point quickly there afterwards. Okay. Oh my goodness, I was sitting up there and then I couldn't believe I was there, and then I'm like, I'm going to fall now. I'm going to get up there one more time. And I'm just going to take whatever happens, and that's going to be it. So, if I get past it, awesome. If I don't, calling it either way. Because that was such a good jump point and release for that part, and then I didn't do anything with it. No, that's not what I want. Yep. Absolutely. Shove yourself off at warp speed. Well, I said I was getting back to the steps one more time. Am I really? Is that even going to happen now? Okay, just barely onto the post. Didn't want to shove myself into these, but whatever. No. Now I can't even get back over there. Ridiculous. Alright, here we go. Last attempt. One way or the other. was up there, couldn't grab a hold. Well, I'd be the first to admit these steps are really trying my patience. And particularly those last two jumps when I guess the good idea is, at least as I sit here right now, I have a sense of the right angle and speed. And it's so easy to lose that anyway, but being able to do something useful once I get up there is yet another thing. I mean, I almost think I just need to slam my hammer into the left side just to slow myself from falling. Maybe I need to try that, whatever. So we'll give it another attempt next time. I do eventually need to figure out how to get past the steps consistently, but clearly today isn't going to be that day. So thank you for watching and suffering through this with me, those of you who are. And we'll be back soon, hopefully with a little better fortune.